What's up, everybody? It is Matt Modi with OddsJam, and you know the drill by now. I got some NBA player props for you guys. So had another 2-2 day yesterday, but the biggest play lost, so unfortunately had another down day. Other bets did go well. I had the Warriors first quarter spread. That went well. I had the Bucks covering, I think 11.5 or 12.5, which went well. I did have the Warriors covering 8.5, which lost, but overall, a mediocre day for me. The reason why my profit jumped so much is because I had massive futures on both the Bucks and the Warriors to win their series, so that technically gets credited to yesterday. But as far as my individual plays yesterday, I went about broke even. I went about 50-50, just had massive profits thanks to the Bucks and Warriors closing it out. So for this video, like I said, 4 more player props for you guys. Before I get started, just a couple things to note. Number one, obviously every single play I get for this for these games, I get from the OddsJam positive expected value page. And then I dig into the numbers on these game pages where you can see where all the different sportsbooks price odds. That page, where if you just look at all the sportsbooks, is actually free to use. So if you've never used OddsJam before and you're watching this video, I would recommend going to oddsjam.com. It's literally the first link in the description of the video, oddsjam.com. Go to sports, go to NBA. You'll see the NBA page with all the different games, and then you can follow along with exactly what I'm doing. So every single screen that you'll see on this video where I'm betting the NBA player props will be completely free to use. I think you just need to make a free account, and then you can get access to everything. So I would recommend doing that. Like I said, if you've never used OddsJam before, I think this will be really helpful. I mean, I've been making a ton of money betting on sports, almost over 12 grand since I've been using OddsJam, which is very nice. So I can't recommend it enough. And if you follow along, I think it would make it a lot easier. Of course, recording this on a YouTube video, I would appreciate if you could like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. We got a ton of helpful stuff out there for all you sports bettors, whether you're a beginner or an expert. Of course, we have best bets of the day, which are very fun for NBA playoffs, for MLB, NHL, all that good stuff. We have best bets. We also have a ton of betting education stuff. You know, I came out with a video on how I made over 10 grand using OddsJam. If you want to go check that out, I think it's really beneficial. Obviously, the co-founder, Alex, has a ton of stuff about his idea behind even starting the OddsJam company. So I'll definitely recommend checking out the OddsJam YouTube channel and subscribing. But anyways, as far as this video goes, like I said, let's bet some NBA player props. So my first play, I'm looking at the Sixers versus Raptors game, and I'm going to go ahead and bet James Harden to go over 2.5 made three-pointers. So I like this one. It's positive expected value, right? The OddsJam perfect line, which is pulled from the sharpest bookmaker in the world, which is the sharpest, it's going to be to us the sharpest line in the world. Prices this at plus 108. As you can see, FanDuel and PointsBet have it a little bit closer to the OddsJam perfect line, which I like. And I got it all the way up at plus 140 on DraftKings. So the first thing, now that I know it's plus EV, that I wanted to look at is just the market width. And if you subtract those two numbers, you get 38. That makes it 38 cents in market width. Market width is just a way for OddsJam to signify confidence in a line. So the smaller the number for the market width, the better for player props. Anything under 40 is fair game. So I locked in James Harden over 2.5 made three-pointers. I put 40 on this one, as you can see on the screen, already locked it in here. And what I'm doing now is I'm just adding it to my bet tracker. Click save, and now I go to the bet tracker. So the OddsJam bet tracker is a feature that, again, is offered for free. Like everything else I've mentioned is offered for free. I like it because it tells you whether your bets are green or red in terms of whether they beat the closing line or not. Closing line is just the no-vig odds from the OddsJam perfect line. Green means you did, red means you didn't. The goal is obviously to maximize as many green opportunities as you can. The way you do that is just by betting positive EV within market width. For me, over 73% is pretty good. ROI over 8% is pretty good. That all comes from beating the closing line more often than not. And I like the fact that the bet tracker auto grades your bets. So these 750 you see pending here, bet tracker will auto grade those as won or lost. So for me, locking in a bunch of plus EV plays over the course of the day, don't need to manually mark them as won or lost, which is very nice. OddsJam will do that for me. So my first play, Harden over 2.5. My next play, I'm sticking with the Raptors versus Sixers game, and I'm actually going to go ahead and take Gary Trent to go under 2.5 made 3-pointers. OddsJam perfect line prices this at plus 106. Other side of it is minus 141. I got it at plus 130 on FanDuel and BetRivers. Another thing I like about it, MGM, Caesars, and DraftKings have this all pretty much priced the same way as the OddsJam perfect line. So getting a pretty decent discrepancy on BetRivers and FanDuel. I went ahead and took this one on BetRivers. I put 45 on this one. Gary Trent under 2.5 made 3-pointers. Next up, I got a play in the Mavericks versus Jazz game, and I'm fading Finney Smith to go under 1.5 assists. He's not known for his assists. That's mostly Brunson and Luka Doncic now that Luka's back healthy. Getting it at plus 140 on PointsBet is a pretty valuable bet. Full disclosure, I wanted to put 50 on this, but as you see on the screen here, PointsBet reduced my wager. I'm a little bit limited on PointsBet, which is not fun. So I can only actually put 35, but just know this would have been a $50 3-unit bet for me. Finney Smith to go under 1.5 assists. And for my last play, my favorite play of the night, taking another assist total. This time I am backing Brandon Ingram. He's gone over 5.5 in 3 of the 5 games. He's been phenomenal. I didn't want to obviously take the juice of these terrible ones, and since they're all so heavily juiced towards the over, I liked the fact that I'm getting plus money, just getting it 1 assist higher. So I went ahead and put 75, or I wanted to put 75 on this one. So this would have been a 4-unit play. Again, PointsBet limited me. I can only put 43. So click save. And now all 4 are added to my bet tracker. Eventually, it takes about 10 minutes. The closing line will be updated as well. So you'll see if it's red or green. But those are going to be my 4 bets. So if you're tailing, I would love to hear it. Hit me up at my Twitter handle below and just let me know if you're tailing the bets. I always love to hear the feedback. Of course, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. And check out the OddsJam website. Sign up for a 7-day free trial. Use the processes I talked about in this video to find profitable bets, and you'll probably see your profits start to rise using the bet tracker. So do that. Be very helpful for you. But like I said, it's all I got for this video. So thanks for watching and have a good one.